Okay, we have do-over mid-year minis. I apologize for the poor quality of the previous videos. Thank you, Michelle, for commenting and letting me know that there was an actual problem. I really was just uploading without checking because I wanted to really get these videos up. So here is Aries' first half of the year do-over and second half of the year. I'm using a different deck than before, so let's just get rolling here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Again, we're going to do the same layout. And let's see how we go. So, first half of the year, how we wanted it to go, we have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands shows some very almost phallic energy. So, big ideas, athleticism, just lots of energy and fire to your life. And so this is what you were wanting to have happen in the first part of the year. Now, what you were not wanting to have happen, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this may seem like it's kind of an odd card for what you don't want to have happen or have had happen. But really, the Nine of Pentacles is sometimes a very lonely person. Okay, so you may have just decided that, you know what, you're really not wanting to spend the rest of your time single and dependent on your own. Although you are, and you're doing well at it, it's just not something you really wanted. Now, what did actually happen, we have the Eight of Cups. So you may have found yourself walking away from a situation that just really was no longer serving you. I know it's very cliche, but really these cups at the bottom, they represent, you know, broken promises and things that you found fulfilling that you just aren't being fulfilled anymore. You know, it's like, you know, sometimes you really love a certain group of people that you hang out with, whether it's at, you know, a spiritual gathering or just friends. And it's like you're just not feeling it anymore. They don't do it for you anymore. So that's what's happened. And not just with your sign, Aries, but a lot of people are sort of going through the cutting folks out and cutting things out that just really, they're just not doing it for you anymore. So that's what happened first half of the year. I'll get to this middle card next. The following half of the year, what you would love to have happened, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Get that glare off. Ten of Pentacles speaks about, you know, inheritance. It speaks about passing down wisdom and knowledge and good health and just, you know, all over security as far as material things go. And this is exactly what you would love to have happen for the next 6 months. Now, what you don't want to have happen, we have the Seven of Swords. What you don't want to have happen is quite clear. You don't want to have your ideas taken from you. You don't want your things, your material possessions taken from you. You don't want people gossiping about you or to think of you poorly. And more than likely, Aries, that is not going to be the case, but it's a concern of yours. You're thinking about how people will look at you, how people will think of you. Now, what will happen in the next 6 months, we have Four of Pentacles. So this is a bit of a, you know, people look at this card a little bit differently. This to me shows financial stability. Some people refer to this as the miser card. I wouldn't necessarily go that far as to say it's a miser card, but I would say the next 6 months for you is holding an element of keep what you have in order to make sure that you're stable. Don't give away more than you know you can handle to give away, okay? Because you know, the Four of Pentacles is really just about having enough to where you're okay, and then you can focus on other things, right? Now, this middle card that I had, it was the bottom of the cut. So we have Justice. And Justice, excuse me, is talking about fairness and, of course, justice. So this is our advice. This is also our segue. This is how we are going to get from what happened in the first part of the year. This is going to take us from walking away to actually holding on. Okay? So keeping in mind that the universe is fair and just, what comes around goes around. It's sort of a karmic card. It's not something that you have to be a part of in order to have it happen. That is what your mid-year mini tarot forecast looks like. And Aries, I do apologize for the crackles in the first video, and hopefully from now on we will have good quality. If you liked, please like on the button below, share, comment, and as always, I will see you next time.